Good morning, my dear students. Today, we will be continuing our social science learning. I know all of you are very much interested in our social science learning, isn't it? Yes. So today, let us continue our Unit 10, Planets of the Earth. In this chapter, we had already discussed about atmosphere and also global warming, greenhouse effect, ozone layer, and today we will be discussing structure of atmosphere. We will be discussing structure of atmosphere. So let us discuss about it in detail. And let me ask you, what is atmosphere? Atmosphere is the blanket of air surrounding the earth, and it is the gravitational force that holds atmosphere closer to the earth. We already learned about it. And also atmosphere has gases, dust particles and moisture. Today we will be dealing about the structure of atmosphere. About the atmosphere, and when we discuss about its structure, we have to study two important terms, that is homosphere and heterosphere. Homosphere, what does it mean? The composition of gases is uniform till 90 km of the atmosphere. That is from the surface of the earth till 90 km. The composition of gases in the atmosphere is uniform. So, it is known as homosphere. And second term is heterosphere. It means that beyond this 90 km, above, the composition of gases is different. So there is no uniformity there. So it is termed as heterosphere. So homosphere and heterosphere are the two important terms that you must study. The composition of gases till 90 km above the surface of earth to the atmosphere is about uniform. There is uniformity in the composition of gases. And beyond the limit of 90 km, the structure and the composition of gases is different, and thereby this portion of atmosphere is called as heterosphere. So let us see a chart. Here, the layers of atmosphere are shown. Layers of atmosphere. Here in this image, you can see the structure of atmosphere. the altitude is given here. That is from 10 kilometers towards 90 kilometers. As I told you earlier, till this 90 kilometers, the composition of gases in the atmosphere is uniform, and the term called as homosphere is called. So, from 10 kilometers, from this lower portion till 90 kilometers, it is homosphere. And beyond this portion of 90 kilometers, it is called as heterosphere. So here, you can see the layers of atmosphere. Troposphere is the lowest portion of atmosphere. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. These are the four important layers of atmosphere. The lowest layer, which is closer to the earth, is troposphere. And stratosphere is just above the troposphere. And above the stratosphere, it is mesosphere. And above the mesosphere, it is thermosphere. So these are the four important layers of atmosphere. So, the four important layers of atmosphere are shown in this image. And also, let us see this image. Here also, you can see the layers of atmosphere that we discussed now. That is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. And also, here are some transition zones between these layers. That is, between troposphere and stratosphere, tropopause is the transition zone. And between the stratosphere and mesosphere, stratopause is the transition zone. And between mesosphere and thermosphere, mesopause is the transition zone. So, we will see the terms of transition zones once again. Between troposphere and stratosphere, it is tropopause. And between stratosphere and mesosphere, the transition zone is stratopause. And between mesosphere and thermosphere, the transition zone is mesopause. So these are the important transition zones. Then let us discuss in detail about the lowest layer of atmosphere, that is troposphere. Troposphere is the lowest layer of atmosphere, and it just lies above the earth, and it extends up to 10 kilometers above the earth's surface level. And I will be showing you some flashcards about troposphere. Troposphere, the first point is it lies closer to earth, extending up to about 10 kilometers from the surface of earth. Yes, troposphere, it is the lowest layer of atmosphere, and it just lies above the surface of Earth and extends about 10 kilometers. Okay, then second flashcard is cloud formation, rain, snow, wind, thunder and lightning take place in troposphere. The climatic phenomena such as rain, thunder, lightning, snow, wind, all these climatic phenomena takes place in which layer? It is in the troposphere. So it is the second point about troposphere. And also the third point is in troposphere the temperature decreases at a uniform rate of 1 degree Celsius in every 160 kilometer. And it is known as normal lapse rate. Once again I am repeating, in troposphere the temperature decreases at a uniform rate of 1 degree Celsius in every 165 kilometer, which is called as normal lapse rate. So, these are the three major important points related to the topmost layer of atmosphere, that is troposphere. So, it is the lowest layer and it just lies above the Earth's surface level, just above the topmost portion of the Earth. Troposphere is found as the layer of atmosphere, and above the troposphere there is a transition zone called as tropopause, and then the next layer comes, that is stratosphere, and above the stratosphere there is a transition zone called as stratopause, and then comes mesosphere, which is the thirdmost layer of atmosphere, and there comes a transition zone above the mesosphere called as mesopause, and above the mesopause it comes the fourth layer of atmosphere, that is thermosphere. Thermosphere extends up to 90 kilometers and the troposphere extends about 10 kilometers from the surface of Earth, and in equatorial regions there is strong convection there. So the troposphere is far away in equatorial regions because of the strong convection there. Okay, so today we discussed about the structure of atmosphere and we discussed the layers of atmosphere. So the four important layers of atmosphere are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. And also the climatic phenomena take place in troposphere, and also the temperature decreases for about 1 degree Celsius in every 165 kilometer, and at a uniform rate the temperature decreases. So these all points you have to remember, and also you must remember that troposphere lies just closer to the Earth's surface, but the distance is little bit far away in equatorial regions because of the strong convection there. So students, we discussed in detail about the structure of atmosphere. So as part of the concluding session, I will be asking some questions. Okay students, the first question that I am going to ask is, which are the four layers of atmosphere? Which are the four important layers of atmosphere. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere are the four important layers of atmosphere. Okay students, then the next question is, what is normal lapse rate? Normal lapse rate is that the temperature in the troposphere decreases at a uniform rate of 1 degree Celsius, and it is known as normal lapse rate. Then the next question is, which is the transition zone between troposphere and stratosphere? Yes, it is tropopause. Very good. Then, which is the closer layer, which is the closest layer just above the surface of Earth? It is troposphere. Very good. Then the last question is, why in equatorial regions the troposphere is little bit far away from the Earth? In equatorial region, the distance between the troposphere and the Earth is little bit distant or far away because of the strong convection there. Okay students, so you learned about the structure of atmosphere and the layers of atmosphere, and we discussed about troposphere in detail, and also we discussed about homosphere and heterosphere, the two important terms related to the atmosphere. So students, it's time to conclude our class and give the follow-up activity. We will discuss about the other three layers, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere for the next class. Okay students, then the follow-up activity that we have to prepare for tomorrow is, prepare a short note on the structure of atmosphere. It is very simple, just you have to prepare a short note on the structure of atmosphere. So students, let us conclude today's class. Thank you so much for cooperating. Thank you all.